We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Schizo The Podcast, episode 22. And it's a Friday night. It's raining really hard, and I love it. I actually love the rain. I like cold weather, and right now it's just I am enjoying this. And by the way, if you're not aware, I am live on Twitch. You can watch me on www.twitch.tv/Miggy3D if you want to see it live. But of course, again, this is going to be recorded. It's going to be posted tomorrow. So it's a delayed telecast. It's going to be posted tomorrow on YouTube. And also, I'm sure you already know by now, it's also going to be posted on Spotify. The main topic that we have, is very juicy. I actually like this one. And I'm sure a lot of people will like it as well. Let's start. This is going to be it. And I know it's going to be very controversial, but let's just go ahead with it. I don't know if you've heard, but the NCRPO is under a lot of pressure right now. Let's just say it's thanks to something that they did, and it's very funny actually. They just celebrated. If you're not aware of what actually happened, I'll explain to you. There's this certain chief of NCRPO. His name is he's Chief Sinas. So there you go. And he celebrated. Well, there's a lot of reports. So a lot of people were saying that he didn't really organize the birthday, but he had a birthday. And I guess a lot of his people, his subordinates, his comrades, decided to throw a surprise party for him. That caused a lot of uproar, I guess. That caused a lot of rage among the netizens, among the people. So that's what happened. The police, the chief, made a surprise party, and then the cover up. What happened was they questioned the head of NCRPO. And he said, and I quote, that this police chief, Sinas, he did not really do anything wrong. He said, and I quote, walang party na naganap. That's what he was saying. And obviously, that's a dodging of the main point, the main question, because the main question is there a mass gathering that happened? And his answer was, there was no party. Well, all right, fine. Let's not get into technicalities here. If you did not go for a party, all right, it's not a party, but it's still a mass gathering, right? It's a gathering of the masses. His words exactly was a mañanita. A mañanita, well, it could be a small gathering. I mean, but according to the photos, which I will go through later. According to the photos, it was not a small group. It was a huge number of people that attended. So yes, I would say it is a violation of the prohibition of mass gathering. Let's get to the photo. It's funny because it was they themselves who posted a photo of the party. They posted it in the NCRPO Facebook page. So that's all right. They were trying to cover their mistake, but there's a photo right there. I don't know who posted it, but the snitch is among them. They posted it in the Facebook page, and so they got caught. They're gonna say, it was a long time ago. That was not recent, but last year we did not have the COVID cases. And obviously in the photos, there's a lot of people wearing masks. That was not a norm a year ago. So it could not be a long time ago. It was fairly recent. The photo obviously is recent because of the fact that they're wearing a mask. So for sure, that is it's BS. I call BS on that. So that's truly, they're clearly lying. You know what I'm saying? And let's go to the last part, which is the case. Now that they're caught, and they can't cover it up anymore. Now the guy Sinas, he's saying sorry, and he didn't. His words were he did not intend this to happen, and the head of NCRPO, he's under pressure, so now they're filing a case too for for Sinas. So that's what's happening right here. I don't know what you call it, but I call that a big source of distrust among the Filipino people. Uh, 3 episodes ago, I think we talked about it. Me, Maxi, and Carlo. That in Taiwan, when the government implements something, everyone, all of the people, will automatically do what the government is saying. And a huge part of it is because they trust the government. They know that the government is behind them, is doing whatever it is necessary for that is good for them. But in this particular case, the Philippines, it's we are proving over and over again that our government itself should not be trusted. And I don't want to be the source or the cause for people to distrust the government. I don't want to plant seeds of distrust among the Filipino people, the local citizens, and to the people in power. I don't want to do that. But in this pandemic alone, this is not the first time that it happened. We have to go to the Coco Pimento thing. This guy is a governor or like a senator. He needs to follow the rules. And obviously, he did not because, I don't know, he's entitled. He thinks that because he's in power, he can do whatever he wants. It also happened with Moko Yuson. Uh, I don't actually consider her, or in my mind, she's not a person in power, but apparently she is, and she did that as well. She gathered like the OFWs and something like that, but you're not supposed to gather people. You're not supposed to have mass gathering. And now this, the police, the people who is supposed to implement the rules, now they're the ones who did it. Well, what's going to happen now? There's going to be a lot of distrust, and those police. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of riot in maybe in the following days because of this. Because once they find people who is doing mass gatherings and they try to implement the rules, what are those people going to say? But you guys, you're not following the rules as well. So why would we trust you? Why would we follow you? Bullshit, get out of here. And that's going to be a cause of riot. There's going to be a fight. And if 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 we don't fix this anytime soon, we're going to have a huge problem here. And it's not only the problem of the people. I get it. In the first place, there's already a huge distrust between the local citizens and the people in power. But to be fair, the people in power is not doing us any favor. They are not doing anything to make us trust them. Now, I would like to hear for other people. I'm sure you do too. Anyway, let's go to our some guests. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of guests because it's raining. I guess there's going to be a lot of internet connection that's fucked up right now. But let's just get to it. Hello.
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I hear you fine, perfectly fine. Better than
Yay!
last time, actually. Hi.
Yay!
How are you
Hi.
doing?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying this weather.
Yeah, really? You like cold weather as well?
Always.
Oh yeah, because you're from Ireland. I guess that's cold, right?
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
Good days
Uh,
are like rare.
uh-huh. Is it flooding there in your area?
No, luckily, no. I just
All right. Okay, that's good.
have the rain.
So, what do you have to say with this NCRPO scandal that happened fairly recently?
BS! I call BS! I hate it. I hate it! Like,
Yeah, it is
if you're
BS. I
gonna
agree with
lie,
you. Mm-hmm.
like, there's proof. Who do you think you're fooling? There's proof. Like if you're gonna lie, at least tell a good lie. Like
Yeah,
a
that's true.
believable
Mhm.
one. And he had a statement that says, "Oh, what happened was a mañanita."
Mm-hmm.
Why, sir? Are you a girl? Mañanitas are usually for girls. But anyways,
Yeah.
um, so it's a surprise gathering. It's ungentleman for me to send them away. I get that,
Yeah.
because Filipino
Mm-hmm.
people are very hospitable, and
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of disrespectful to tell people to, buzz off.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he should have think of a bigger picture. I know those his constituents are smart, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They would have understand if he said, "Thank you for the well wishes, but can we do this after the ECQ has been lifted? Because I'm
Yeah.
looking out for every one of you." For me, if he told me that, let's say I go to your house, Migs, and then I throw you a
Mm-hmm.
party, a surprise one,
Yeah.
and you told me, "You know what? This is not a good idea. How about we do a rain check? Let's do this some
Mm.
other time because we're putting ourselves at risk by having this mass people coming to a party." I would have
Mm-hmm.
understand that. I would have appreciated it, like, oh, he is looking out for us. What a good
Yeah.
guy. But just not sending them away and accommodating them just to make face is
Yeah.
something that I will never understand. First of all, you put yourself at risk. You put your family at risk. You put
Yeah.
everyone that attended that party at risk. How
Mm, that's
hard was
true.
it how hard was it to say, "You know what, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much that you threw this party for me, but can we do this on another time?" You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me, if I was in his shoes, I'd be like, "Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate it. You know what? I'll throw a party or a balloon
Mm.
party for myself. I'll treat y'all. I'll make painom to you guys. Don't you worry, but not now."
Yeah, and part of the thing is, it's actually their excuse. Like, all right, we did this party, but we were doing the what do you call this? The social distancing, and it shows in the photo that there
There
was
was
zero social distancing that they were doing. So I guess if Sinas was like, all right, I can't shun these people away. They made a surprise party, so yeah, might as well do it. But
yeah.
they could have done it like with social distancing, that. But no, that's not what they did. And the funny part is they even posted a photo that's like an insult to the Filipino people. Like, all right, we the Filipino people, the local citizens, we are struggling to get something going on. Like, we can't do any events and all that stuff. And if we do
Yeah.
throw an event, the police is there to break it up, to send us to jail maybe, and rightly so because that's the rule. But then
Mhm.
the police themselves, they did this and they posted it on Facebook. Like, that's beyond crazy, and it's like they're mocking the Filipino people. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
that's not their intention. Maybe it was a slip of the mind. Like, all right, maybe I should post this, but they maybe they did not think of that. They forgot that
Mhm.
the Filipino people are right now outraged, and we are right now also locked up in our homes. And you, the people who are in power, who's implementing the rules, are they themselves breaking the rules? So what the fuck are you
Exactly.
doing?
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, like, practice what you preach. How do you
Mm-hmm,
expect
yeah.
people to follow what rules you're implementing if you're not setting a good example? Walk the freaking talk, you
Mm-hmm,
know?
yeah.
Don't just say that, "Oh, people have to do this." And I saw there was a comparison on it, like people who were just doing a feeding program was arrested because they have more than a certain
Yeah.
number of.
Yeah.
Those people were helping other people, helping
Mm,
other people that the government can't reach. Because let's
yeah.
face it, not everyone has been helped by the government.
What do you think it is? Is it because of entitlement? Is it just they just didn't think about it? They forgot. Like, this is a rule, or Did they do it on purpose? What do you think? If you were to judge what this was, what was it?
I think for me, it's a mixture of entitlement and crass attitude almost.
Class attitude?
Like crass.
Ah, crass.
Like
All right,
yeah.
right.
So I think they didn't think about it. Like
Yeah,
they thought that kinakul nila yon,
yeah.
na it's not something or it's gonna be something that people will look over.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, people are woke, you know,
Yeah,
people are
right
woke
now, yeah.
nowadays. Like there are a lot of I know a lot of friends whose birthdays have passed the last couple of months, and they want to throw a birthday party. We all
Yeah.
want to hang out with friends and catch up, and we all want to be with our friends. We have our families, Mother's Day even. Like
Mm-hmm.
me, I
Yeah.
can't go to my mom because my mom is in a different province
City.
than me,
All right.
or I can't go there because I'm scared of bringing whatever dirt and bacteria it is here in Manila all the
Mm-hmm.
way over there. So all of us are taking little sacrifices every day,
Mm.
not seeing our friends, not going to work or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
just so we can follow the rules that they implied.
Mm.
But then the audacity of posting that picture and then lying about it. That's what really ticks me off. Like,
Mm.
lie better, for God's sake. Like, lie convincingly,
Mm. Yeah.
And he's saying, and now I read an article. Senator Lacson is appealing for a little compassion for him because he did apologize. But the thing is, he apologized.
All right. Okay. Uh huh.
He apologized, but in a different context. You know,
Mm-hmm.
hard is it to man up? To man up and face the
Yeah.
consequences you did, or the decisions that you made. Man the fuck up. Sorry,
Yeah.
man the freak up. Man up and just say, I made a mistake. I should have not accepted the party. It was
Mm-hmm.
my mistake. Whatever um sanctions they will give me, I will accept it. If
Yeah.
he would have done that, people would have a little more compassion for him. Instead of
Mm.
making this weird excuse of, oh, it's because it's a manyanita, it's because it's a
Yeah.
surprise party, it will be a gentleman. You're making up excuse and you're just digging yourself a deeper grave. I
Actually,
just don't do it.
this is funny because it begs to like, all right, there's not all apologies are the same, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's an apology where you did something wrong and you feel bad about it, so you ask for an apology, you ask for people's forgiveness, and then there's
Mm-hmm.
this thing where you tried everything you can to get out of it, to lie your way or to make excuses for the mistakes that you did, and then in the end you didn't, and you were found out and you have nowhere else to go, and so you say, I am sorry. That's two different things. And obviously what he did was the latter. He just have no
Yeah.
excuse anymore. There was a photo, which is a good evidence that it really did happen, and the backing of his superior was no longer there because of the pressure from the media. So now
Mm-hmm.
he is backed into a corner, nowhere else to go. So then he said sorry.
It's weird. Like for me, if I have done something wrong, my impulse is, okay, I did something wrong. This is a learning experience. Apologize for it outright. Because if you
Mm.
make excuses, that will make your apology insincere.
Yeah.
It's not something that people will think that, oh, he just said sorry because he has no other choice.
That's
But
true.
if
Yeah.
on the get go he already apologized. Like, look, guys, I'm really sorry about it. It was a
Mm.
surprise. It was a surprise event. I didn't make a good judgment call on it,
Mm.
so I
Yeah.
apologize. I will take anything. I will take any sanctions that will come my way because I did make something. I did something wrong.
Yeah.
People
And
would
it
have
was not even
understand.
a confession, right? It's not even a
Yeah.
confession. Like, if it's a confession, nobody knows what happened. But in this particular case,
Mhm.
everybody knows what happened. You're just stating the
Yeah.
obvious, basically, right?
Yeah. Just tell them you're sorry and that you're gonna face whatever it is that you have to face for
Mm.
that mistake. But since you just kept making excuses over excuses, that is fueling the outrage on social media because you keep making sloppy excuses that no one will believe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then after all of this, that's when you say sorry. People are gonna
Mm.
say, even though, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He's really sorry. Sincerely, from the bottom
All
of his
right.
heart,
Okay.
he's sorry. No one will believe you anymore.
Mm, yeah,
Because
that's true.
before you give that apology, you made a whole ruckus of excuses just to get
Mm.
out of something that you're already caught. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Yeah.
caught red-handed with photo evidences, and you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie and say everyone was practicing social distancing, everyone was wearing a mask, everyone
Mm.
was wearing gloves, but on the picture, no one was practicing social distancing. The food
Y-
servers were wearing gloves,
Yeah.
and some of the attendees are not even wearing masks.
Yeah. Even himself. He
Yeah,
himself did not have any mask.
yeah. So that's hypocrisy at the highest
Mm, that is,
level.
yeah, that's a good term actually. Hypocrisy. These people are being
Like
a
you're
huge hypocrites.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just what do you expect people to do? This is not gonna die down. Like Coco Pimentel, I'm still pissed off at him, you know. And
Yeah.
people are saying, oh, like just look at your picture. He's a good guy. I don't
Mm.
care if he's a good. He put medical workers
At risk.
at risk,
Yeah.
you know. And he said like, oh, I'm scared of being discriminated. That's a hospital. The rules are a hospital can't make tangge of
Mm, yeah.
any patient.
Who
If you
needs
need
medical attention? Yeah.
if you need medical attention, especially with his wife who's giving birth,
Mm.
they
Mm-hmm.
would still accept her, even if she's positive or not.
Mm. Yeah.
But they will make sure that they're prepared or they're well equipped to handle a patient that's gonna give birth that is
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19 positive. They're gonna make sure that they can accommodate safely both for him and his wife and the medical staff. But no, nope.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna follow that. So he basically kissed his whole political career goodbye. If
Mm.
because this is gonna come up every time he tries to run for a
For
position.
office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is
I
a
do hope so.
remember.
Actually, I
Yeah,
do hope so.
I'm gonna be one of those people that will be like, remember that time when you went to Makati Med and
Yeah.
you lied about being a person under investigation or whatnot, and then you were tested positive and you still lied to your
Mm-hmm.
teeth and having medical staff, which is depleted, we're already
Mm.
we have a very low
Number.
medical
Yeah.
staff to patient ratio, but you
Yeah.
still put them at risk. Remember that time? I
Yeah.
will I will do a whole thing about that just so people won't forget. And like this whole pandemic showed us which politicians deserves our vote.
Uh huh.
Really.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
yeah, it's showing the true colors of these
yeah.
politicians. Like, And it's very concerning that you don't really see a lot of people who has like the heart or like the compassion to really help the Filipino people. It looks like a lot are just, just self-serving. They don't really care. It doesn't seem like in their actions, at least it doesn't seem like there's a pandemic, or they will show you that there's a pandemic, but it's almost like, as we've said before, it's like pabango lang. They're seeing this as an opportunity to present themselves in the future as a good candidate, to be a good candidate to whatever office that they're gonna be running in the future. So it's hard to distinguish which one's being, just he's really concerned or she's really concerned about the Filipino people, or who is there to just make themselves in a better position, or a higher position when the election time comes.
Yeah, like I saw a meme where it says, when you run for office just to be a corrupt politician and then a pandemic hits and you don't know what
Mm-hmm.
else to do. And I was like, oh yeah, because some politicians are like that. They run for office because some of them thinks it's easy money, it's an easy job, it's gonna be over in a couple of years. You can slack off. And then this
Yeah, that's true.
happens and people need you. The first thing that the first person that people will look for is their local government offices. Like,
Uh,
what are we gonna do now? It starts with the barangay captains, and then
mm-hmm.
you go up until you're mayor, and then eventually you're gonna look for answers because you're scared. Everyone is scared
Mm.
to be sick. They don't Some lost their jobs, they don't know what else to do, so they're gonna look for answers. And if you're not capable of running a whole situation like that, why did you run in the first place?
Yeah. Yeah, I
you
mean,
know
I guess when they run for office, they only look at the best case scenario. All right, this city is doing good. Like if I run for a mayor or a senator or whatever, it's not like I'm gonna do a lot of heavy lifting. It's not like
yeah
there's a pandemic that's gonna need a lot of my leadership. That's why when a lot of people who are running for office, they're not really good leaders. You don't see that like that leader quality that we need for someone who runs in office. Now it's good that we are seeing this firsthand. Like, okay, it's bad that we have a
yeah
pandemic, but now we are aware that this is something that could happen, and we need someone who has actually the balls, who has the mind, who has the wisdom to actually bring us home, to make things better for us who are in need. To those people who are looking for answers, they look up to the leaders. And if the leader is just like, don't look at me, well, why did we put you there in the first place, right?
but I think that's the reason why when some politicians deliver, when they do their jobs, everyone is like
Mm-hmm.
flabbergasted and like, oh my god, this is so cool, he's doing this. But in reality, it's their job,
That's their job.
but
Yeah.
we
Mm.
we got so used to people slacking off in the position that they're in, that when someone is doing
Yeah.
their job, it's amazing to us, you know and we can say that, oh, so you can do it, it is doable. How come
Mm.
we only see it now? We're only seeing it now because someone is doing their job right, not just slacking off.
Mm.
And I think,
Yeah, they're what they're doing. Like, you've been so used to shitty service for a long time now. Like, an average service, you're actually, oh, that is amazing. And I'm actually glad that you brought it up, because I feel like people in power who are doing a good job, they're actually kind of discriminated, or like they are being
Mhm.
criticized by people who are also in power, who is not doing a good job. I feel like these people who are not doing a good job, they don't want people like us, ordinary people, ordinary citizens, to have a standard that is good that they cannot achieve. So like let's not name any,
Mhm.
like any mayor, but like I'm sure a lot of people know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's actually a lot of women likes him.
Huh?
But yeah, so this particular mayor is doing a good job,
Yeah.
and a lot of people who are also in power is bashing him because maybe they don't want people to have
Uh-huh.
that, oh, ganito pala dapat maging mayor. Bakit yung mayor namin,
Yeah.
ganito yung ginagawa? So there's now a comparison.
Yeah.
So it's becoming it's becoming a concern. Not it's a full on crab mentality now. There's
Yeah.
someone who's doing a good job, you try to bring them down so that everybody is even, like everyone's doing a shitty job. Come on.
Mm.
We don't need that right now.
I think the reason why they're doing that because they're being highlighted. They're being called out. People are calling out. And I saw Facebook I think it was like a meme or something where they posted
Mm-hmm.
like missing photos, like posters of their mayor, and they're like calling out to the mayor of this city, and she's missing. We would just like to know what her plans is, what his plans is, his
Okay.
constituents, and it was like a lot of mayors being it was literally a missing poster, like missing, and then the picture of their mayor, and just saying she's been missing since the start.
I did not see
I
this.
mean,
This is a good one.
yeah, I'm gonna share it later. And I saw it and I laughed my ass off, and I'm like, there are mayors out there that does their job and they do it well. And I think the reason why they're
Mm-hmm.
getting bashed is because you're talking about, he found loopholes. He found
Mm-hmm.
loopholes where he can make it work for his constituents. He can make it
Mm.
work.
Yeah.
For example, he okay, you can't have any tricycle drivers. Okay, we'll find an alternative for them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying something. That's the good thing. They're trying. All right. So this mayor, this particular mayor that we're talking about, he's not doing, like he's not perfect. Like everything
Mhm.
that he's done, there are things that can be criticized. But the good thing about it is at least he's trying. He's not like standing pat. All right, I'm afraid to make a mistake, or I'm afraid to get criticized by the media or my fellow workers. I don't want to be criticized, so let me just stand pat. I mean, nothing's broken at this moment, so let's just. I mean, a lot of other mayors are doing the same, so maybe I should just stand pat. No, he's doing something, and that's the good thing about it. And he also pointed it out. Like a lot of these people, they're pointing towards those other leaders who are doing a terrible job, so that again, that's going to be the standard, and the people will be like, "Ah, okay, at least our mayor or our leader is not like that."
Mhm.
So it's just like they're trying, what do you call this? They're trying to manage people's expectation. So they're trying to get it lower so that they can rise above it, because it's super low that how can you actually go below it? And that's to our surprise, they actually manage to get our expectation even lower. And at this point, I don't like the prospects of our country. I mean, maybe it has always been like this.
Mhm.
A lot of politicians has always been corrupt. But now that they're on the spotlight, we are now aware of these things. If we still cannot do anything about this, then there is something terribly wrong, not just with our politicians. but with the society itself,
I know.
with the system. How do we change it? I mean, that's a question that we need to ask, and it's not something that we can answer like in an instant. It's going to be it's a continuous process that we as citizens, as Filipino people, will have to answer eventually. Will the answer be in the ballot boxes? I am not sure. Maybe it's the little things that we do.
Hmm.
But anyway, that's a very political thing that
Yeah,
we have discussed. I mean,
and I think
we should. Are you planning to run for office anytime soon?
no,
But yeah,
that's
that's
a
a
big
very
heading.
politically charged.
That's a big heading
Yeah,
already.
let's go for something, and let's end with this. Let's go for a little bit light na topic.
Yeah,
Okay, so last time we talked about a K drama, right?
yes,
Because of Kara's question.
and I think
So
Kara's here.
we talked a little bit. Oh, she's here.
Yeah,
Oh, does she wanna come in?
yeah, I think.
Hey, Kara, do you wanna get in? Kara, you there?
Here.
All right, all right, 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 right. So yeah, we yeah. Hi, Kara,
Oh,
Eloin here, and Miguel. Yeah. So yeah. So we talked about last week a little bit about the about Korean and the standards, and surprisingly, given the topics that we had, that's the one that got most attention.
because
Uh,
it's relevant.
there Yeah, yeah, it's very
And then
relevant. I guess the Mother's Day.
you're making people feel guilty. That's something I think
Yeah. No, no, no. I'm not
stressful day.
making girls feel guilty. I was just asking a question about Korean novella, and actually, a lot of people were saying you should watch it so that you know what it is. You know, maybe they didn't get the point that I am not really saying that Korean novella sucks. I am just saying
You
that
are not.
Korean novella are maybe setting a bad standard for women to follow. So, but a lot of people are saying that I should watch it, and then I thought of something. Kara, do you watch Korean
Nope.
novella?
Closest.
No. How about you, Tamago? Do you watch Korean novella?
Yeah, no.
It's okay. You can be honest
I only
here.
saw,
Do you
but
watch?
that's not
I I watched Kingdom on
good though.
Netflix. That's
Oh, all right. Does that count as a Korean novella? No,
It's a
right?
thriller.
Yeah. So it's not
I
a
Yeah.
it's
watched.
not a K drama.
Just as
Okay,
far as
I'm gonna think about it. I watched
All right.
Like My
So
Mama on Netflix. I cried my eyes out.
okay, I don't even know that one. I don't. But I thought of doing something like I'm gonna watch Korean novella and then
Ooh,
stream it together with other people with commentary. You
just go
know,
on Netflix.
so that yeah. So we're gonna watch it together, and then we're gonna do some commentary. So one of my friend Carlo will you know her, Cara. So he's gonna join. So it's gonna be two guys and then two girls. Let's see about the reaction of both sexes. If it, because I know Cara, you
No,
haven't
no.
watched, right? So Tamago has
yeah.
watched. Carlo also has watched. So we have good.
How about
You know,
you,
we have
Miguel? Have you seen?
what do you call this? I have seen Parasite, but
Okay, I
not K
saw
drama.
Paris.
Yeah. Well, the person who was telling me this, she was like, "Oh, you should watch it because Korean novella they really have perfected their like how to do a Korean novella. They really hook you in." So
Mhm.
I think like maybe 10 years ago, I watched a Korean novella because a girlfriend wanted me to watch it, and I wanted to have sex.
Oh my
So you know,
god.
it's
Netflix and
it's a good exchange, I
The
guess.
the things you
But now that
do.
I think about it, yeah, I guess. But now I think about it, the Korean novella lasts like one
are you
hour
serious?
per session, and mine lasts like 30 seconds to 1 minute. So I guess I lose that
You
exchange.
are terrible. Oh my.
But
Oh my god.
but now that I know, I'm not gonna make the same mistake. But this is but this is an interesting proposition. So I've thought about it, and I thought it's a good opportunity to really like see how it is.
Yeah.
Maybe and other people might be interested in the reaction that we'll have. And it's just gonna be one episode. I don't want us to sit through all of
Oh,
that. I mean,
thank
if you want
God.
to finish it by
No.
yourself, then feel free to do it if you get hooked. But it's just a one episode commitment.
Okay.
So how say you? How say you, Kara and Tamago?
I'm good with that.
Carlo is already in. So
I
I'm good
will
at
try
that.
okay, all right. How about you,
Try
Kara?
and
Feel-
All right, yeah, we can do
when
that. Okay, okay. Let's see. Maybe we can schedule it next week. I think depends on because next week I'm gonna have a guest. He's a Buddhist evangelist, something like that, I
hey,
Ooh.
guess.
cool.
And yeah, so I think it's interesting because I'm from the seminary
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm a born
Yeah.
again. So it will be interesting. And what I want to achieve is not to make a debate. I just want to have a conversation with him. I am also curious about Buddhism, so that will be an interesting
Yeah.
episode. I hope so. Yeah, yeah. Let's see when because he's from California, so we recently agreed on the time, so it's gonna be around like 12 a.m.
Hours.
For like 11:40 p.m. So late at night,
Is it
so that it's gonna be morning for him. And then
Discord?
let's see the day. Let's see the day. It's gonna be him alone. So maybe Discord is not that
Yeah.
necessary. It
Just
depends
go
on
on Zoom
his connection. So
or
yeah, let's see. Let's see.
awesome.
But that will be interesting. So after that, we can do the thing, the Korean novella experiment. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
And this time, I am not doing it for sex. So
Well, we don't know
I
that.
can.
At
How
least you
dare
know how long.
Kara? How dare you? How dare
Oops.
you?
Am I misbehaving? You can just say.
But yeah, I mean, it's we can yeah, it's something that I chose for myself without being forced or without bribery, so I can give my full comments.
No bias.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no bias. Yeah, no bias.
And hopefully it's
All
like,
right, that's good. So let's schedule that next week. I'll keep you girls posted.
yay.
Yeah, if I have a guess, it's probably gonna be Friday
Ah.
or Thursday, whatever works for you girls. I mean, I mean, which one? Maybe we should do a poll.
Chloe.
Which one we
Yeah.
should watch?
I don't even know what. Just know it as Chloe.
Chloe.
What's Chloe?
Could be Chloe. Yeah,
What did
Crash Landing on
Oh.
You. I know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chloe's-
So let's see. Maybe that or other like whatever they say. We can do.
Right.
So it's only one episode. So let's see how
How
it goes.
are we?
I mean, we can't come together, right?
So which platform?
So maybe we just we should do Discord, I guess. So like we can all watch it at the same time, press play at the same time, and then like give comments whenever.
Yeah, we can do that.
How it works?
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
Every-
I don't know how that will go for you, Kara, because I know you don't live alone. You have other people with you, but I guess you can watch it on your laptop.
Yeah,
right?
no problem.
Yeah, and also let's check on the weather as well because right now there's a storm, so not a lot of people has good connection. Like a lot of people who are supposed to go on, they have a brownout actually.
Yeah, the
So
lights.
that's funny. But yeah, let's see.
But how is everything
Yeah,
in
it's,
where you're
Tara?
living?
Oh, it's okay here. I like the rain. I was actually thinking of uh, like going in, or like going out, just feeling the rain. Like, isn't that like kind of
Wow.
something from a
That sounds
movie?
so
Like, all
K-drama.
right, it's rain. It's
Oh my God.
it's raining.
In
You want
It's raining
slow-mo.
hard, and it's coming from a pandemic. Freedom, I've always loved the rain.
very
So
very feeling.
I've thought of doing
Just take
that,
Koji out.
but yeah, Koji wanted to go out badly. But I don't want to get sick before the podcast. So tomorrow, if it continues raining, then I can do that. I guess
Feeling,
you
Running.
live in a condo, right, Eloin? So you probably can't do
Mhm.
that without
I
people looking at you stupid.
I live in my mom and I live in our house,
Oh,
but
in a
no one's
house.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's here.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I'll
All
do it in a
right.
roof deck and I'll just like,
Oh, look at you having a roof deck.
yes,
Fancy.
thanks mom and dad for working hard on a roof deck.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Kara should go out in the rain as well. But I guess it's gonna be different for girls. It's gonna be like a source for masturbation because
What?
when
What the f-
clothes get wet,
what?
it could be. I'm not saying it will be. It could be. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I
It's
don't
not like
just
me.
don't
Like
wear
when I
white.
go out, when I get wet, it's not like people are gonna be oogling, but to you girls, it might be this. It might be
Just don't wear
different.
white.
yeah,
But
don't wear white.
well, guys' imagination doesn't stop with white T-shirt. So it's a gray area. I'm just
Yeah,
saying. Anyway.
I'd rather
Any
be out.
questions, Kara?
Um,
Any questions, Kara? Anything you would like to bring up?
what is Oh my
Yeah. How did you? I only heard how did you
come
Yeah.
up
come up?
skit?
How did I come up with the name Schizo? Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good question, Kara. I guess it's time that the people know. All right. In order to do that, I need to give you the definition of schizo. All right. I'll read that for you word for word. Okay, so schizophrenia is a serious mental disorder in which people interpret reality abnormally, right? So, schizophrenia may result in some combination of hallucinations, delusions, and extremely disordered thinking and behavior that impairs daily functioning and can be disabling. Right. So that's why schizo. So I'm just fascinated with the word schizo, and I decided to use it because based on the definition, I really thought that we as people we are starting to have schizophrenia, not the real schizophrenia, but like figuratively, we are losing a sense of reality already, right? When it comes to the not to call out the Gen Z, but like a lot of the principles or the mindsets of the Gen Z is really really abnormal because they lived in a world where Facebook and Instagram has a lot of value, so they value themselves in a digital world in social media. So that's why I think they interpret the reality in a very abnormal way. So not to say people are hallucinating or like they're delusional, but like in some case you can actually say that they are like they do not have a firm grasp of what's really going on. Like facts nowadays, facts is based on how many people said that it's a fact. So it's based on number, not on actual facts. You get what I'm saying? So I think the world is suffering from schizophrenia, and the main point or the main what do you call this? The objective of Schizo the podcast is to get people
Yeah.
out of that schizophrenia, out of that delusion, to enlighten people of what really what really is. Maybe people are like under a spell, or like they are under the assumption that, "Oh, okay, what I'm doing right now is a good thing, since a lot of people from social media is doing the same thing, then maybe it's good." But no, well, maybe I am just like talking to a wall here. Maybe no one would even listen, because that's how it is nowadays. If your point is not what I agree on, then I am just gonna shut you off. I'm not gonna listen. So maybe I am talking to a wall here, but like the hope is, and the objective of the podcast really is to enlighten people and have people like really have a different take, and then maybe one of these days they come to accept that uh, what I'm saying is something to be considered and not just to be dismissed. So there's that. It's a long explanation, but like I hope that's
Well, that was pretty concise.
hmm,
It was
yeah.
good.
All right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard
So
it.
now you know,
It's
and
a good
thank
take
you,
on.
Kara, and
Your
thank you,
secret's
Elowen,
out.
for being a part of Schizo the Podcast. Hopefully, we make a difference to people, one episode at a time. But if not, then who's counting? It's at least we're doing what we want. At the end of the day, that's what matters.
Hey,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
So
sir.
We
This
get
is
to
so
exercise
like
our.
the weather is so
yeah. So maybe right now, not a lot of
cuddle,
people are
very
listening
cuddle weather.
to what we're saying. Maybe they're like still dismissive, like you pointed out, Kara, the pet, the mothers, yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
pet moms. Like there's a huge
Plant. Oh,
not an argument, but like there's a huge what do you call that? The backlash.
I think sense of entitled.
Yeah, they were going against what I said, and like they didn't even bring up the facts. They're just like going with the emotions. Like, no, this is what happened to this certain type of person.
I think they
Yeah,
didn't.
so
Yeah, I think
Actually,
they didn't. They didn't really take in the context of why we're saying
yeah,
that. Dog moms, cat moms are stepping a line when when they compare themselves to
yeah.
human
So
moms. It's not. They didn't take in the context. Listen to the whole
yeah,
podcast.
and then they just
We
went with
discussed
the
it.
like their explanation was already a sad story. Like they want the people's back right away, and then say what they want against me, and then what's gonna happen then is like, all right, this girl has a sad story. We should back her up, because if we back this guy up, we're gonna be assholes. We're gonna look like assholes. So I guess that's what's happening, and I mean, I can take it. You can hate me. I'm fine with it. But like at least
And
at some point you have to have wisdom. You have to like look at the context. You have to
yeah,
look at the facts at least, not just go based on emotions.
who's which one is more emotional, and it's like it's suddenly a
Yeah, it's
contest.
it's becoming like a competition of what's the most like which one is the sadder story. Which is like a huge, you know, Instagram or like social media in itself has become a very black and white place. So like when you post, like maybe you can relate to this, but when you post on Facebook, on Instagram, it's usually good things, right? For example, people going on a beach, right? So, oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
I am posting that.
or
All right, or
or any
I'm
trip.
eating good food. All right, so I'm posting that. That's a good thing.
That's so me.
Yeah, and on the other side of it, people are also posting about a really sad story. What you see in social media, it's either very good, very positive thing that happened to people, or it's very bad, so that they get sympathy. It's either get envy or get sympathy. That's all what they want. If that becomes a norm, then it's gonna be a terrible world that we're gonna be living in.
yeah. And I want this another PSA.
Hmm.
Just because you posted a tweet and a lot of people heart it doesn't mean it's right.
That's true. Yes, yes. Hmm.
Or if you post something on Facebook and a lot of people liked it,
Hmm.
doesn't mean the context is right or
That's
you're
true.
not asked. It might be. There's a lot of assholes out there that agree with you, but that doesn't make it right.
Mm.
Because I think people are getting the whole, oh, I got a lot of likes on this. This must be right.
Yeah, it
No, it's
reinforces that what you're doing is right because you get a lot of likes. Like it's an approval, right? So like is like an
yeah.
approval. Yeah.
No, it's not, kids. Stay off of that wagon.
Yeah,
God,
that's true.
you get hooked on that?
I remember I had this schoolmate and he posted that, he posted breastfeeding in public. I
Mm.
just saw someone breastfeeding in
Public, yeah.
too much. And I'm like, what's too much? Seeing someone feed their baby? Leave
Mm.
him, leave the girl alone. She's just trying to feed her kids. No vagina, no opinion, okay?
All right. Oh, I have a comment for that because I don't have a vagina, but I have a comment on that. So,
Really?
but I guess this is going to be a very long episode, but let's see how it goes. But all right. So I think you asked me this, right, Kara? So
Which one? About you having
about
vagina?
breastfeeding.
Not
So
sure.
like if someone
Right.
is breastfeeding, uh, that's okay. A mother should feel free to breastfeed her kid,
Mm-hmm.
but try to cover up. Not because it's awful, and not because you don't have a freedom to do it. We're trying to make you do something, and you have to follow our orders. But because men are awkward. Like it's a boob. At the end of the day, it's a boob, and it's hard not to look. It makes us feel uncomfortable. You, Elowen, you have let's say you have a baby, and then we're talking, right? Yeah, right. We're talking, and then all of a sudden you took your breast out and then start feeding your baby. Where am I gonna look? Right? So if I look at your eyes, I can still glimpse at your boobs. So it might be very tough. So I'm gonna be awkward. I'm gonna be awkward talking to you because I don't know where to put myself into. And it's not a situation that is very common. So like, what's the protocol here? Should I keep talking? Should I end the conversation? Should I look up? Should I look at the birds? Should I not get aroused in this? If I get aroused, am I am I
Pervert.
violated? Yeah, am I a pervert? I don't want to be called a pervert. So what should I do?
Are a
If I walk away, am I being disrespectful to the girl? There's a lot of too many questions. So maybe maybe like meet us halfway. And again, there should be if we want to do that. If we want to start, uh, showing our breasts to breastfeed, maybe we should educate the guys first. The guys should be educated what to do next. Because to be fair, like we're not very educated when it comes to that. Like I myself don't know
Yeah.
what to do when I see a booby. I am a virgin. I have
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do.
Lul.
You are not. What the heck is this? If you are a virgin, I'm 12.
Right. All right. I'm just
Virgin.
No.
I'm a
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anything else you would like to add? Like maybe you want to plug something, Kara or Elowen, just like before we end. Oh, that's a 2 hour long podcast. Uh,
talented.
Again, probably
Plug
not
any-
gonna make everything on the final one. Elwin can be followed on Instagram. It's A
Yeah, I have
N
a new
D.
Instagram.
You have a new Instagram?
Yeah, because see the thing is I logged out because my my iOS updated and it logged me out of all my accounts and then I don't remember my Instagram password so I just created a new.
Okay, all
I
right.
know. It's
Okay.
Louis Chu. So yeah.
Louis Chu.
Yeah, I typed it.
All right.
Louis
Louis
Chu.
Chu. Yeah. Looeychoo. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can follow. But you don't post anything. Can you post something at least?
I'm gonna post my chinchilla there just so people know I'm a chin mom. I'm a
Okay.
fur mom too, you know.
All right.
No,
Maybe some of maybe you breastfeeding the chinchilla. Yeah, that would be a good
Oh my
that would be a good post. I'm just kidding,
no.
of course. But yeah, all right. So you can follow Elowen at Louis Chu, LOOEYCHOO, and Kara can be followed at
R L.
KARADELRO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, so you can follow Cara at Cara Del Ro. Yeah, sa Instagram. All right, there you go. Tamago, well, Elowen and Cara, thank you for joining. And I'll talk. Oh, I'll keep you posted on our plan to do the the what do you call this, the K drama, one episode only. I know you girls don't like commitments, so let's just do one episode of a commitment
Yes.
to do. Yeah, I on the other hand love commitment, so I could do
Rule.
like a whole season. But for the benefit of the girls, let's just do one episode. All right.
Thank you for being so considerate.
Yeah,
You both
that's
know
that's that's what I
how much that will
do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I
Rule.
consider people. Yeah, I always consider.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All right.
sure.
Miguel, I thought you said
I did not hear anything, Kara. You broke off just before you said something. So,
good.
all right. Thank you, girls. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Eloin. You both are amazing. See you on the well, maybe not next episode. Maybe the episode after that. All right.
Okay.
Have a good
Bye.
night. Have a good Friday. Have a great night, girls, and bye bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, that is a wrap for Schizo The Podcast, episode 22. My name is Miguel, the host, and whether you're listening or watching, I hope you enjoyed that one. And by the way, I would encourage you guys to join the Discord server so that you can, join in the conversation. Maybe discuss a little bit or debate whatever it is that you feel like doing. As long as you can join the podcast, I would be very happy, whatever it is. So, yeah, again, my name is Miguel, Schizo the Podcast. Hope you enjoy that one, and good night. Peace.